Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to film a really different look. This is a glossy, like wet lid look. It's basically like this trend going on right now. It's all just glossy lids, glossy lips. This is completely different from any other look I've done. It's super editorial. It's obviously not exactly your like everyday wearable look, but I actually really love the way it looks. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I created this super editorial glossy lid pink look, make sure to keep on watching and let's get started. Hey guys, so I'm just going to start off my makeup by priming. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Booster. I believe this is new, but basically it's just supposed to plump your skin and hydrate, so I decided to use it as a primer for today. So I'm just applying that all over and then blending it out with a beauty blender. This did make my skin look super glowy and just hydrated and very like plump, so definitely recommend this. Super good to prep your skin for makeup. And then to prime, I'm using the It Cosmetics 5 Pores Primer. I'm just going to dot this all over my face on a beauty blender. I like to prime with a beauty blender, don't ask me why, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just applying that with a beauty blender. I love this because it really smooths out your skin and makes it look flawless under makeup. This is a holy grail of mine and definitely recommend. Then for foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. You guys know I love this. I'm using the shade Y225, I believe, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll have it listed down below. But I'm just going to apply that and then blend it out with a beauty blender all over my face. You guys know the drill. I decided to use this foundation today because it is super dewy and I wanted a very obviously dewy, glowy, like glossy look. So I wanted my foundation to also look very dewy. That's why I used that primer and this foundation, because I just wanted a very overall glowy look to my skin. Now for concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You guys know I love this concealer. I'm never going to use another one unless something comes out that's better, but I'm using the shade Fair and I'm just painting this under my eyes, on the sides of my nose, just basically anywhere I want to highlight and conceal. Also guys, let me know if you guys like voiceovers, because I usually don't do voiceovers, but yeah, I don't know why I'm doing one today. I just figured I kind of wanted to sit down, do the makeup, and not really talk, since this is kind of a different look and it was my first time trying it. But yeah, let me know and I'll do more voiceovers, or I'll just stick to doing talk throughs. But yeah, let me know. And then to set, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I've actually been trying this out lately because I noticed my airspun has been giving me a little bit of flashback lately, so I decided to just stick to my Laura Mercier for now. But I actually do really like this. It prevents me from creasing like on the sides of my smile lines. That's a problem that I definitely have with my makeup. That's like my makeup pet peeve. It always happens to me throughout the day, and this one actually stops it a little bit more than the airspun does. So I think I'm going to be sticking to this one. I know, it's crazy. I used to like swear by the airspun, but I don't know. I've been loving the Laura Mercier lately, so I don't know. I still love the airspun, but this one definitely does prevent me from creasing right there, and that bothers me so much throughout the day. I'm always creasing in my smile lines, but this one doesn't do that, so yeah. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder. I love this stuff and it's super inexpensive. Obviously it's Wet n Wild. I'm just using that on the rest of my face. All the areas that I didn't set with the Laura Mercier powder, I'm using this one. And I'm using a large stipple brush. This is also just going to give me a little bit of extra coverage while setting the rest of my face. Now I'm going to dust off my bake with this large fluffy brush from Morphe. This is the M500 or something, I don't know. I'll have it listed down below, but it's just a big fluffy brush. You can use whatever, and just dusting away this bake. Then I'm going to bronze with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff. This is my first time using it in a while actually, but I really love it. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks and also the temples and my forehead, of course. I actually really love this bronzer. I think I'm going to start using it more because I forgot how much I loved it. And then to highlight, I'm using my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. I wanted something very wet and dewy looking, and this highlighting palette has a really wet look to the skin, so that's what I wanted to use for today. And I'm mixing all those shades together. I'm not really just using one shade. I'm mixing all of those and applying those onto my cheeks. And then I'm going to apply some blush. I'm using this MAC Peaches blush. I love MAC blushes, they're so bomb. But yeah, I'm just applying that onto my cheeks, and then I'm gonna start on the eyes, and I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to prime them. Of course, I'm just applying this all over and then blending it in with a damp beauty blender. And then, of course, I'm just going to set that with my Laura Mercier powder, of course, because you do not want your eyeshadow to be creasing or moving around. You want it to all stay in place, even though it doesn't really matter because I'm doing a wet lid look. But either way, this really does help your eyeshadow blend and just stay in place. And I'm going to go in with a Star Crushed Minerals shadow in the shade Hot Pink, or Hot Pink, I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm just applying that into my crease, and then we're also just going to take that onto the lid. This does not need to be neat whatsoever. Since this is a very messy editorial look, you do not need it to be placed really evenly or anything like that. Just kind of go all over the place, but I'm just blending that low into my crease. I don't want to take this up too high. I'm just keeping it nice and low, and this is my first shade. I'm going to go in with another shade after this, but yeah, this is just going to make everything look very bright and pink. By the way, you guys can save 50% with the code TINA at checkout for Star Crushed Minerals. They have such good eyeshadows. You can just see they're so pigmented and they blend out super quick and easy, and they are super inexpensive. I believe they're like $1.25 with the discount code, so check them out, they're so bomb. But yeah, you can see here I'm just applying that also onto my lid because I want this shadow to be kind of all over the place and just very messily applied. Then I'm going in with this other Star Crushed Mineral shadow in the shade Berry Wine, I believe, but I'm just going in with that on my lip. Then I decided I wanted something a little bit more of a cranberry tone. I wanted it to be less purple and more cranberry, so I went in with my Lime Crime Venus palette and this shade right here, and I'm just applying that over top of it because I wanted something a little bit more red and a little bit more cranberry, less purple, because I feel like that Star Crushed Mineral shadow was a little bit too purple for what I was going for, so I'm just applying this one on top. And then I'm moving on to my lower lash line, and I'm just using those same shades I used on my crease and on my lid on my lower lash line, just running it down there. So first starting off with the hot pink shade and then going in with that cranberry shade from the Lime Crime palette. You want this look to be very, very blown out and very messy. This does not have to be like perfectly applied or neat whatsoever. The point of this look is for it to be very messy and editorial looking. Then going in with this Jouer lip enhancer, and yes, I'm using a lip gloss for this. I feel like that's the only thing that kind of works. You do not need to go spending money on some like eye gloss thing. No, just use a lip gloss or anything that you have that's very glossy and shiny. I always apply this on my lips when I film, and it makes my lips look super glossy, so I figured it would work really well for this as well. So I'm literally just patting this on with my fingers. A lot of people think this would be kind of hard to do, but it's actually so easy because if you mess up, there's really no issue because the point of the look is to be messy and you don't need it to be neat whatsoever. So right after I kind of pat that on with my finger, I'll go in with a brush and just kind of pat on top so it's all nice and evenly applied. I also applied the gloss onto my lower lash line, and I do not recommend doing this because it really smudges out your lower lash line, and also when you apply your mascara down there, it's going to get very messy and just sloppy looking. So if you recreate this look, do not apply the gloss onto your lower lash line because it really fucked up the look for me. If I recreated it, I would probably not do that step. So if you guys want to recreate this, don't apply the gloss onto your lower lash line because then it's going to mess up your mascara. It's going to smudge all over the place and make you look very like sick looking and not cute. So don't do that. But right here I'm just applying my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and you can see right here it was kind of a struggle applying it on my lower lash line because I did have that gloss on there and it kind of messed me up. But overall, I think it does look super cool and just very editorial. I know this look is not for everyone. I'm not expecting anyone to be like, oh, let me go recreate this look right now and wear it to the grocery store. Like, no, I know it's not a very wearable look, but I think it's just fun to watch and try out a new technique. So now I'm just applying this Morphe liquid lipstick, and then I'm going in with the Jouer lip enhancer on top of that just to kind of make it all very glossy, of course. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the last step to this look. So I'll have also all the names listed down below of all the products I'm using, as well as my discount codes, things like that. And if you guys want to follow me on all my other social media pages, I'll have them linked down below so you guys can go follow me and keep up with me and what I'm doing. I know this look is not for everyone, I'm aware of that, but I think it's fun to just try out new techniques every once in a while. So that's what I did for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a like, thumbs up, and subscribe on your way out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!